25 people are dead, not because of an accident, not because of fate, not because of unforeseen circumstances. They are dead because illegal red hole mining was allowed to exist again. This is Minsingna Thangso area of East Jaintia Hills, Meghalaya. And let me be very clear, this was not a sudden tragedy. This was a disaster waiting for permission. Let's strip this down to facts, no fluff. Blast and fire inside an illegal coal mine. Search operation still ongoing. 4 more bodies recovered on February 6. 3 injured workers later died in hospitals. Total death toll 25. Only 17 bodies identified so far. 25 lives. Mostly poor workers. They went underground to earn a living and came back as bodies. Now pause and ask yourself, how does an illegal mine operate openly in 2026? With explosives? With laborers? With coal transport routes? It's simple. Illegal mining does not survive alone. It survives with protection. Red hole mining is among the deadliest form of coal mining in the world. Tunnels as narrow as 3 feet. No ventilation. No safety gear. No emergency exit. Frequent use of illegal explosives. Once something goes wrong inside a red hole mine, there is no escape. You don't run, you don't get rescued, you suffocate, you burn, you die. Let's remember one inconvenient truth. The National Green Tribunal banned red hole mining in Meghalaya in 2014. So ask the obvious question. If it is banned, why are people still dying inside these mines? This story is not new. Dima Hasao, Assam, flooded red hole mines, trapped workers, delayed rescues. Same script, different state, different district. Illegal mining does not respect the state borders. It follows coal demand, poverty, and political silence. Who are the workers who died? Let's answer it honestly. They are migrant laborers from Assam, from poor districts. Families who sent men to earn wages and received dead bodies instead. Is the arrest symbolic or serious? Police say 2 people have been arrested. Names have been announced. But let us ask the real question. Are these the real beneficiaries of illegal mining or just the easiest people to pick up? Because red hole mining is not run by the laborers. It is run by the owners, middlemen, transporters, political enablers. The Chief Minister says we are cracking down over 1,000 cases registered. So let us test their claim. If the crackdown is real, how did explosives reach this mine? How did coal extraction continue? How did 25 people walk into an illegal pit? Let us be uncomfortable for a moment. India still depends heavily on coal. Cheap electricity has a hidden price. Renewables are growing, but not fast enough. And the price of cheap power is paid underground by workers with no contracts, no helmets, no rights. Yes, compensation has been announced. 3 lakhs rupees from Meghalaya, 5 lakhs rupees from Assam for some victims. But answer this honestly. Is this money justice or is it a silence with a price tag? How many more deaths will it take before illegal red hole mining is actually stopped? 10, 25, 50? Every time we call this an incident, we let the system walk free. If this report made you angry, don't scroll away. If you believe these deaths should not disappear by tomorrow, hit like. If you think silence protects illegal mining, share this video because visibility is accountability. And if you want journalism that asks questions before the next tragedy, subscribe to this channel Notice Group, because the more people who watch, share and stay, the harder it becomes to bury the truth. This is not just Meghalaya's problem. This is not just Assam's problem. This is India's governance problem. Until illegal mining networks are dismantled, not cosmetically punished, red hole minings will keep shallowing lives. From Lido Margarita to Dima Hasao, to Jaintia Hills. Same red holes, same desperation, same silence. And this is Afrida Hussain Explains for Notiscope.